All right, start in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go! I maybe started a little bit early. The good news is I'm terrible at getting through here, so... if anybody would like to post the... I should have done this before we started, but if anybody would like to post the multi-Twitch or link to Speedrun's live page where RealJ and I are running, you can feel free to do that. I also should have changed my title to Race with RealJ. That was rude of me. Oh well. There are no soft locks, only hard locks, and one soft lock. Non-SRL with emulator is more convenient too, since you don't have to stream it. True. Yeah, very true. Very true. Though I've never really done a serious attempt that wasn't streamed. Pretty much the only time I play off stream, I'm not even timing. Oh, perfect, KZ. Thank you. Oh! Did I get a godly landmo? No. Unfortunately, this time we did not. Please reset race. I'll let RealJ know, yeah. Get out of here. So my expectation is that RealJ is probably going to start off being a little bit faster than me, unless he has a huge mistake. I'm hoping one of two things happens. I'm hoping either we both have really, really good runs, or that we both screw up enormously. I'm talking like 3 deaths. I'm hoping for one of those two things. Ideally, that we both do really, really well. But, failing that, that we at least do poorly together. Need ESPN game day analysis on this race? Fruit Bat's using an odd strategy here. Being bad at the very first segment of the game, hoping to catch up in the later segment. Let's see how that works out for him. That was a little bit of a Jim Carrey impression. A little bit. Predict Fruit Bats is the winner. And if you know anything about the KZ fruit prediction, you're SOL. Oh, darn it. RealJ and I are we're very close in terms of our personal bests, but we're very different runners. There are things, like, he's really a lot better than me at certain tricks, and I think I'm better at just overall playing the game, and they end up equaling out. But the way he could pull off some things, like, he could pull off some of those really, like, fringe tactics that I haven't even bothered to learn yet, like chest turning and things like that. He's got a better Ganon Master Sword fight than me, I think. He's done no damage runs, and I've not been able to successfully do a Master Sword no damage yet. So this is exciting. You're getting pizza if I gold? Ooh, fail, Franker. That gives me a lot of incentive, because I want you to have pizza. Oh! Sorry, your pizza's gone. Your pizza's gone forever. Your pizza disappeared out my butt where that guard stabbed it. Beautiful. Thank you. Should do radio, TV play-by-play for speedrun races for those without Twitch access? I'd be totally up for that. I would have a blast commentating other better runners than me, speedrunning Link to the Past. That's something I've always thought when I've watched GDQ. Yeah, I think it would be so much better if they regularly had somebody who knew the game well enough to be able to commentate on it, but was primarily a commentator first and a speedrunner second. I think that would just increase the quality of the announcements so much. I know it's speedrunning first, but I feel like better showmanship would get a lot more people into speedrunning. Because you make it look cool. GDQ doesn't always make speedrunning look cool. Oh, did transcoding kick on there? Want me to keep you up to date on Real J? I mean, yeah, High Life, absolutely. I mean, just general ideas are good, you know. Oh, especially... I mean, once there's, like, a big space between us, then knowing exactly where he is doesn't matter. But I am curious where he's going to be after we both finish Escape. Ooh, Runner Watcher is in the race chat as well. Wishing us luck. I'll go ahead and give him a thank you as soon as I have a moment here. On-screen transition! There we are. You're like, same? Yeah, we're not going to see a lot of difference in Escape, probably. His escapes are probably better than mine, but I had a pretty decent one, so we're probably pretty close. Yeah, exactly, KZ. Oh! But, like, I watch the Hearthstone casts, like the big tournament casts on Twitch, and, like, you know, StarCraft tournaments and things like that. And the level of professionalism they have makes it seem more like you're watching a show, whereas GDQ makes it seem more like you're watching a living room through a webcam, which is fine. I mean, that's effectively what's going on right now, is you're watching me in my living room through a webcam, but I would like to see it step up just a little bit more, and I really think it could be something awesome. Because I think GDQ is a great opportunity to introduce more people to speedrunning, get more people interested in the hobby, and if you make it look like something that's really awesome, where they have these great production values, and there's these, like, you know, events that you go to bi-yearly for charity, and people are, like, really into their games, and they practice really well, and you learn all of this stuff about games you played as a kid that you didn't know about. That'd be awesome! A lot of esports is getting a lot more legitimacy in the public eye, but speedrunning is not quite there yet, and if we brought our game up to even just that esports level, I think it'd be great. Is Real playing from console? I imagine, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's got a console and the Japanese cartridge and everything. And Puzzle, I don't think I said hello to you. I was seeing you chatting about needing to refresh, but I don't think I said hello. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. GDQ feels like a casual party. Yeah, I agree with that, for sure. And I think the problem is some of the runners also take it that way, too. That it's a time to, like, hang out with your friends and just fool around. And they don't treat it as much as, like, I'm actually getting on stage to perform in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And representing not just this hobby, but also particularly my game that I was selected to represent. For the entire community of runners who run it. That was one of the things I really liked about Zelna's run, is I feel like Zelna really represented the community well. But I could see how some communities would look at the runner who was selected and their commentary and their run and say, you know, that's a poor representation of the community. Yeah, finally getting that skeleton room a little bit better, Puzzle, yeah. I think GDQ simply hasn't the right people to achieve the stuff you just described. I think that's true, yeah. I think that's entirely true. It's one of those things that, like, there's always going to be a first person to do something. And the first person to do something isn't necessarily going to be the best person at doing it. Now that GDQ has attracted a little bit more attention to the idea of speedrunning, I think there's room for another organization to step up and say, all right, let's do this with sponsorships, let's do this with, like, advertising sponsorships, I mean, Let's do this with, like, professional commentators. Let's do this with professional video equipment, audio equipment. Let's think about making this a spectacle and not just an exposition. An exhibition, rather. That's the word I meant. Because right now it feels a little bit more like an exhibition than a TV show. Image looks like he's playing from console. He probably is. I think he was having some issues with his capture device, so he might just have, like, a camcorder pointed at the TV. Well, compared to esports, speedrunning is minuscule because there's no money in it. There's no incentive for people to get really good at speedrunning. Other than, you know, personal satisfaction. Which goes a long way, but... You know, there are very few people who quit their jobs and become professional speedrunners. There are plenty of people who quit their jobs and become professional, you know, StarCraft players. Not everyone, of course, but there's people who can do that. I don't know of anyone who speedruns professionally. Well, actually, that's not true. I guess there are some people on Twitch who, in essence, speedrun professionally, but... Hey there, knowledge. But I don't think there's enough of them to actually make an entire event. Yet. Speedrunning having a governing body is unlikely to happen. It's always been very tribal, and certain people will probably criticize that decision. You know, I think a core organization that could potentially be, let's say, the #1 place in the world for keeping track of video game records. We could call it... What did I call it? Twilight Grande. We could call it Twilight Grande. This is a reference to... There's a site called Twin Galaxies that wants to start having speedrun leaderboards. And KZ has made to me the point previously that speedrunning is a very tribal community and they don't take well to there being one organization that says, okay, we're doing it now. And that's fair. That's true. 5 seconds behind since escape? That's fine. It's very stable. It stays 5 seconds. That works. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm expecting Real J to do better than me in the beginning, and for me to do better than him at the end. So it should equalize. It really comes down to just who makes the bigger mistakes. Knowledge, I don't think I said hello to you. Nice to see you. Would think trying to up the production value of GDQ would make it lose a lot of its appeal. Esports are trying to appeal to masses to legitimize themselves. GDQ feels like an event for gamers specifically. I agree with you, Mr. Grunge, but I think there could be both. I think there could be a speedrunning event that's geared toward the masses, generally. I think a lot of people just don't know that speedrunning exists. And if people just saw, like, oh yeah, they're just normal people who like playing video games. I like playing video games. And they do it fast. You know, interesting. I'm not really into singing, but American Idol made me interested in what it means to become a singer. That's a terrible example. I'm not interested in clothing design. I'm not interested in performing drag, but RuPaul's Drag Race taught me about what it means to become a drag queen. It's like that speedrunning documentary that I think we were talking about the other day. That's something that's great to appeal to the masses. Four seconds, he dashed. I used the speed hack. Nice. He didn't do spin speed, really? Been speedrunning my whole life, and I'd love to have the opportunity to earn some money doing it, if only because money is necessary to live. I'd be able to live doing what I love. Yeah, absolutely. And you're good at it, too, KZ. It's nice for there to be something you love that you're good at doing, such as throwing pots over the top of cactus monsters. I'm great at that. Cactuses. You know, I've never trusted cactuses. Not to be racist, but I think we should kick all the cactuses out of the country. I'm not a racist. I'm a plant realist. Alright, let's stop that. Oh! Create a proprietary software requiring speedrunners to use it. I mean, I guess, yeah. I think one of the cool things for speedrunning is the ability to capture game video has become something that's so ubiquitous and relatively easy to set up that, you know, it's become something that anyone can really do. Because you don't have to stream in order to speedrun. You could just record the videos, and the ones that are any good, you save. Such as this one! I'll be saving this one. But your beautiful bunch of cacti just a week ago? Oh, you know, to be honest, I do want some cactuses. Hey there, Whitestone. Oh, Nash, how's it going? Nice to see you as well. Sorry, I'm reading up, as you can see. Spiky cucumbers. Exactly, yes. That is what they are. And I dislike cucumbers. Huh, maybe this is why I don't trust cactus. It's like a cucumber thing. But I do like porcupines, and I don't like... let's say gophers? So I suppose I could like the spiky version of something if I don't like the non-spiky version. Oh, plant! Why? I mean, Popo, what is your name? Hey there, Dustwats. That was not a good dash at all. Sorry, Dark Magician, I keep trying to read that message and I keep not having time. I'm going to have a moment right now. Here we go. GDQ more would be more races. It's cool to watch someone go far, but people who don't know the games have nothing to compare the runs to. You know, that is something I've thought about. The great thing about races is, yeah, like you said, you get to see that comparison. The bad thing about races is if the runners are in different parts of the game, which happens pretty frequently, it's just really disorienting. Oh! Oh, come on. No! I couldn't tell when he was going to come out because of the explosion. Oh, come on. I would have been able to get multiple hits into them there. Alright, there we go. Well, this wasn't as bad as last time. So we might actually save time here. Oh, fun to watch someone go fast. Right, yeah. Alright, this is not great, but it's not as bad as last time. I would have liked a better land mow, but nah, it was an okay one. Could have maybe done 1 or 2 fewer cycles. Like how you could like a spiky animal, but when it turns blue and fast, the load times will keep you enraged for 2006 seconds. Sonic, why? I wonder if he's gonna do fake flippers if he's not doing spin speed. Alright, no soft lock. We're good. 14 seconds behind? Yeah, we're doing fine then. I mean, that amount of time to make up is totally doable. So this may be where we separate a little bit. Hera is going to be the hard part. How do you type in speedrun at the same time? I can't do it. There are a lot of other runners who do. Kudzu. I've never heard of that, Dustwats. The one I know that's a big problem in Portland, and this sounds stupid, but the invasive species that just is everywhere and you can't get rid of is blackberries. So, on one hand, blackberries. On the other hand, if you want to rip out the blackberry bushes, they're spiky and very, very hard to get rid of. You leave, like, a little bit of a root of one, and the entire thing will regrow in, like, a week. It's crazy. It grows crazy fast. It's crazy thorny. Spiders love to live in it, so if you don't like spiders, sorry. Shoot. Looks like maybe I'm the one who's gonna lose a ton of time in Hera. Wasn't sure which one of us it was gonna be. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Our invasive species is wasps. That's worse than blackberries. Ugh. It's like, so what do you hate this time of year? Oh, you know, I've got wasps. I hate the wasps. Oh, you know, for me, it's probably, you know, probably the mosquitoes that come out. What about you, fruit bats? Oh, man, the blackberries, guys? Oh. I hate it when everywhere is just infested with blackberries. You're kicked out of our club. Oh. But guy... Okay, stop this. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh. At least with blackberries, they're delicious. Yeah. The bad news is you've got an invasive bush that's hard to get rid of. The good news is... all the blackberries. All of the blackberries. Just don't eat the ones on the bottom of the bush. Never, ever eat the ones in, like, the bottom half of the blackberry bush. Animals pee on them. Also, I've never been one to just be like, oh, look, berries growing in the wild, and nom 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 nom, you know. Maybe it's because I'm not a very outdoorsy person, but I'm like, yeah, if the fruit isn't coming from a supermarket, it's going to poison and kill me. No thank you. Thank God for no ivy and blackberries. Yeah, I live in an apartment too. I don't have to take care of it myself. Boop. Safety switch. Hey, welcome back, Green Linen. Going to sleep, Hyrule Kid? Alright. Take it easy. Hope you have a great one. Yummy, yummy animal pee. I only want my animal pee if it's bottled from a supermarket, as I said. Otherwise, it'll be poisonous. Spray it on myself to attract deer. That's a real thing, I think. Oh. Debating going outside and cutting the grass? Nah. I'm a terrible influence. You probably should. If it needs to be done, you should do it. Get it over with. That way it's done. It's so much less fun to relax when you've got on the back of your mind something that you need to do. Just get it done, then relax. Oh, I thought I killed him. Yikes, that was really scary. I don't know why he didn't die. That was really surprising to me. Alright, well, it turns out the time loss in Hera wasn't that bad. We had some trouble coming up the mountain, but Hera itself went pretty okay. We did even flip back to green, so that's pretty cool. As far as an RTA, that's really cool. As far as the race, don't know how Real J did in Hera. Hopefully it was well, though. Usually listen to Fruit Bats when you do it? Nice, Green Linen. Well, then you won't have to miss a single moment of this about to get the Master Sword action. Really? I caught up to him that much? RTA stands for real-time attack. Yeah, we are racing, Green Linen. I'm in a race right now against Real Jayhawk. Yeah, solid Moldorm. If it weren't for that last hit that didn't count, we would have been golden. That was a really good Moldorm fight. That's one of those spots that I'm so excited about having learned the RNG for. I've been practicing reading the RNG on that crow for months before finally switching over to tree rupees. And it's about time for me to do that. Actually, I think Real J gets tree rupees. Oh, thanks, meme. Me. Don't need to be tapping buttons yet. There we go. Did I finish my last run? I did not, Green Linen. No, it was... We got like a 7 blue ball Agahnim, I think, and we were plus a minute. And then going into Palace of Darkness, it was just, you know, minor mistake after minor mistake after minor mistake. I just wasn't feeling good about it. I feel a lot better about this run. It's a race, so I'm having a lot more fun with it. Tree rupees? Don't I mean face rupees? It's fortunately not a face rupee. I don't have to bash into the tree to get it. I just have to pull on the tree. Kind of like that. He bumped a few times? Yikes. Ooh, bomb. I think his routing through Lost Woods is better than mine, though. Oh, nice! I think I fence dashed there, accidentally. I tried to stop the dash, but what we call fence dashed instead, which is a technique we use actually coming up in this next screen, but I don't know how to do it yet, so I'm not going to attempt it. But it allows you to get around this fence. See, I didn't do it. I stopped the dash instead of doing it. So I'm not 100% sure how to do that. I should learn. Gonna go cut some grass? Oh, the sun is going down? Yeah. Now's the perfect time to do it then. It's getting all nice and cool outside. We'll go down instead of up this time. Boop. Come and get me. Come and get me. Come and... Nope. Nope. You want to race me? Race me in real life, bro. Don't race me in a video game. Let's foot race. Kick your ass in a foot race. Bro. I used to be an e-bully when I was a kid. That's not true, but I was actually a little bit of a bully when I was very young. I wasn't like a teenage bully or anything, but I was a little bit of a bully when I was a kid. I've already told the story of biting little girls and kicking little boys in the head. When I was also young as well. By describing them as little girls and little boys, it makes it sound like I was doing this, like, last week. This was in preschool. So I was, like, what, 4, I think? Something like that? Nice. Oh, a lawnmower race. You can see which one of you will be named Lawnmower Man. Boop. Nope. Come and get me. Nope. I should learn this room. No, stop it! Stop it! Get away, get away, get away. Take damage. Good RNG in this room. Windows 10 is working great! Oh, awesome, Green Linen. I'm glad you're enjoying it. My mother was telling me that she just installed it on her computer, too, and I don't know if she likes it or not. She said she installed it because her laptop had Windows 8, and she wasn't liking Windows 8. I think pretty much for me, Windows 10 is probably something that you'll want to update from Windows 8. But if you've got Windows 7, it doesn't seem to be, to me, to be that necessary. I don't know if Windows 10 does something different than Windows 7. I mean, I know it does, but I don't know what Windows 10 would offer me that I'm missing with Windows 7. Your streams have been way quieter since you switched. Oh, that's weird. That could come down to so many different random things. My guess would be like a different driver or something. I don't know. You're on 10.2, no problems. Cool, Ewok. Well, good start. Oh, good. Second part of that. Oh, nice. Great first cycle. Perfect first cycle. So now all we need is to win one more 50-50 flip. If worst case scenario, next cycle happens and we get 3 blue balls, we're still guaranteed to kill him on the 3rd cycle. Once we get our next random blue ball, Agahnim is dead. If we get a 0 cycle, this is going to be a good... Oh, man. This may be gold Agahnim. We may... Everybody might be getting a pizza. Because that was a pretty smooth segment. That segment does include running back down Death Mountain, going in, getting the Master Sword. This segment has a lot of stuff in it, so it's sometimes hard to tell whether you did well or poorly. But let's see. No, I guess it's not going to be gold. It's going to be so close, though. No, it was gold. How about that? Oh, you're supposed to dash here. Yeah, I don't think you are, actually. Real J also had a good one? Ooh, cool. I'm glad we're close. But that is a brand new gold. That is at a 2.5 second gold. And we're now at minus 14 seconds. So at this point in the previous run, we were at plus 1 minute. I've never actually been that happy about a reset before. Now I'm thrilled. We're also doing this in a race. This is fantastic. Oh! Because my SRL PB is significantly slower than my real-life one. Because the last time I raced, I finished at like plus 5 minutes or something, and I was all bummed about the run. But it was an SRL PB for me, so everyone was like, hey, congratulations. And I was like, shut up. Who cares about the story? The story is go fast. I know, we're practically skipping plot anyway. We're changing plot to Japanese just because it's faster. Nope. And did not get a first frame warp there. Got like a 7th frame warp. Actually, more than that, because this is 60 FPS. Got like a 40th frame warp there. Oh, and I'm also doing the old route again. Why do I keep doing this? Darn it! Ugh. Turn it! Oh, no! No, wait, I don't know how to fix that. Do I bonk there? Does that fix it? Okay, yeah, bonking there is fixing it. Okay, the reason I freaked out there is if you bonk on that wall, there's some weird glitch that happens to where when you go up the stairs, you don't go all the way. You start walking up, then you turn around, walk back down again, and then you walk back up again. It's really weird. I don't know why that glitch happens, but... yeah, so that bonk was bad. I wasn't sure how to clear it. It looks like bonking a second time is how you do it. Now I know. But that was really weird. Yeah, it's not even really muscle memory anymore, Dark Magician. I haven't been doing this route for months. It's just, there's so many different ways to go. This dungeon is so twisty and confusing. I can't see where I am. Ugh, movement frame. I'm suddenly really nervous about this trick. I don't know why. Oh, come on. There we go. Whew. So that was definitely a place that could separate us time-wise, especially if Real J decides not to do hammer jump. But I'm pretty sure he's a hammer jumper. Real J is doing the new route. I suppose this gives us a good view on which one is faster. Only if you don't take damage before falling down the hole. Oh, and I did because the bomb exploded, huh? So maybe the bonk didn't even fix it. Maybe it was because I didn't even take damage. Because I thought I had tried that before and it didn't work. Yeah, it's such a random trick. How weird is that trick? I mean, not trick, glitch. If you don't take damage and bonk in a specific place, a staircase glitches. What? And it's the only place in the game, as far as I know, that does that. I really wanted those arrows. He's 6 seconds behind me. Wow, we are really close. We're crazy close. Go, 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 go. I feel like I looked over and saw somebody say hi, and now I'm not finding it. Oh no! Well, I messed up Turtle Room. That might catch him up a little bit. That stair glitch can also happen at Moldorm if you get thrown off right. Oh, interesting. Dash. Alright, I have kind of a slow Helm Soar, so Real J might actually catch up a little bit here, especially if it goes poorly. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good RNG so far. Every time I wait to see if I could despawn the fireball, he doesn't fireball. So that was a pretty good Helm Soar. It shows the importance of counting damage. Never said hi to me because I never said hi. I saw you wave with Kappa, and I was like, oh, we've been chatting already. In any case, hey there, Fail Franker. Nice to see you. Never said hi to you, Dark Magician. I'm sorry. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Of course, always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. This is, I think, the second chattiest maiden. Chattiest maiden being the, no, maybe the third chattiest, because Zelda's pretty chatty as well. But Swamp Palace takes forever. I can't believe it. 5-second difference, he had 2 fireballs. See, really tight. We are going to lose a substantial amount of time here. Wow, what went so wrong in Palace of Darkness? Oh, I did the wrong route. That's what it was. By the way, the hero leads to Triforce. Yeah. Big time loss due to doing the old route there. Whoops. Hey there, Kong. I love that emote. Nice to see you. Yeah, Swamp Palace Girl talks forever. I think she's also the one who says, like, oh, yeah, you're a descendant from ancient, powerful guardians. Isn't it ironic that you're the one who's going to save the world? You could use magic. Bye! Like, it's the most pointless, nonsensical conversation. Of course I remember you, Kong. I remember everyone. He had a golden Palace of Darkness? Awesome. Well, both of us have golded in this race. That's really exciting. He's at minus 38? That actually makes me a little bit nervous then. Oh, darn it. That's going to be bad. No. Is it really irony? It isn't. That's what drives me crazy. It's not at all. It's not even like the wrong definition of irony. It's like the double wrong definition of irony. It's not like, oh, you know, an unfortunate thing happened. That's ironic. It's like the completely expected thing happened. Isn't that ironic? No! It's expected. It's expected and fortunate. Eating chili con carne? Mmm, yum. Free Pants knows what you did last summer. What did you do last summer? Oh, you, He, like, killed a dude with a hook or something. I don't know. I don't remember what that movie was about. Alright, this could be quite a separation if Real J doesn't get the bottle and net. I don't know if he does or not. I'm going to. Hey, Terzarius. How's it going? Nice to see you. I ate breakfast and was full. Isn't that ironic? Maybe if you had just said... Maybe if you had said, the only time I've ever gotten full from breakfast is when my wife has made me breakfast. And today was the first day she didn't, and so I said I'm not going to get full. Now, see, that's not even ironic. It's hard to come up with examples of irony. Darn it! He's gonna succeed in that. I know he's gonna flute dash. I know he's gonna flute dash successfully. This is not Hearthstone Phoenix, no. We're doing a race of Link to the Past. Both got the bottle? Oh yeah, for sure. That's good news. So I'm assuming we're both getting powder right now as well, then. Good for Real J. He's not trying to be too swaggy. Screen with library, he did spin speed? Yeah. I should do spin speed as well there. Boop. Bus driver getting hit by a bus, but that's not even that ironic. That's just like... Well, that's a little ironic. A police officer... like, getting killed in the line of duty rescuing the president on his very last day of service when he said, I'm not going to say, ooh, today's my last day, I'm so close to retirement. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if something happened? Then something did happen? That'd be a little bit ironic. My examples of irony are overly complicated. I really like the one, bus driver getting hit by a bus. That's a much easier example. Or, you know, like a free ride when you already paid. That's pretty ironic. Oh! Now I'm gonna get bunnied! I keep getting hit by that fireball, which is such a huge loss in time. Way more than you would expect. You get hit by that fireball, it knocks you back, you take a point of damage, you have to go forward again, you get bunnied so you can't dash on the next 3 screens. That fireball is deadly. You know what's awkward, too, is a lot of her examples are actually things that are considered to be good luck. Like, rain on your wedding day is supposed to be good luck, but I think that's just made up. All of the bad things that could happen at a wedding, all of the bad RNG things that could happen at a wedding, are things that people say is good luck. Like, oh, unexpected rain, that's good luck. Oh, getting pooped on by a bird, that's good luck. It's not. Really good hellway there. Bunny Master Race, yo. All the cool kids are pink bunnies. Nah, I'm saying. Bunny strats are superior, they really are. Hey, Real J might beat me, but I'm gonna be a bunny more times than he is. Mark my bunny-shaped words. It's partly her fault no one knows what irony is. I blame Alanis Morissette for making people misuse irony, and Jenny McCarthy for vaccines. And I believe they're both equally culpable and have caused equal harm. And Tom Cruise for Scientology. I unmuted to all the cool kids are pink bunnies. Know what I'm saying? Well, you missed the 45-minute discussion about that, then. I wonder if we're getting the same fairy, too. I doubt it. If he gets that fairy, he must be copying me. I don't think anybody else gets that fairy first. It's the most logical fairy to get, though. But, so maybe he gets it, but... I was behind, but I made it up in Hellway. It was a good Hellway. There are some places that when they go well, you're like, oh yeah, this is where I'm making up time. And some places where when they go poorly, you're like, oh, okay. Heading to blind with sword beams. That's going to be very helpful for me. He got that fairy? Really? Nice. I always make a weird movement there, like I'm faking him out. He follows the same path. I'm not faking him. I'm just so used to doing that now. It's muscle memory. It's what we would call in psychology, whoops, a superstitious behavior. A behavior that actually does nothing, but the organism has, for some reason, reinforced that behavior in whatever chain of behaviors you're observing. Superstitious behavior. Such as the pigeon I did research on in college had a superstitious behavior of liking to spin around before he would peck a button. And I could never break him of that habit. No matter how much I beat him. That's not true. I never beat my pigeon. My pigeon was very well taken care of. And I made the mistake of asking the TA, the graduate student TA of that class, what do we do with the pigeons after the experiments are done? And they euthanize them, personally. Like, the grad students go in and, like, euthanize all of the pigeons. And it's like, oh, that's awful. I really wish I didn't know that. And now I'm sharing it with you. "12 seconds before him? Sounds like I probably had a better blind fight. But man, one big mistake will set us both way off. Does it make life faster when I speedrun it, or does she... Life is very RNG heavy, yeah. The thing with speedrunning life is you have to keep resetting until you're born both male and white. And then you're set. But it's pretty much like a 10-15 year time loss if you're born a woman of color, so... It's worse RNG than Pokemon. My opinion on the euthanasia? I'm all for them. Better example would be blowing in nest carts. Okay. That was not a superstitious behavior, though. That actually fixed it, including putting my shirt over the cartridge and blowing through my shirt. That definitely helped. It always made it work. I know. No. I refuse to believe that I'm just a rat pushing a lever. That totally helped. I think. Hey there, Chino Man. I do have a sword, right? Okay. For some reason, I thought I messed that up and didn't get a sword there. Oops! Yeah, puzzle. Zerly, it's true, yeah. And you always got to do it over your shirt to keep the saliva out. There's a lot of things I learned in life from playing NES games. Doing very well, Chino Man. Having a fun little Link to the Past race right now with fellow runner, Real Jayhawk. Now, when you say 8 seconds behind... Okay, I'm definitely losing a lot of time here. Well, maybe not. No, yeah, I definitely am. It's right between them. Nice. Definitely lost time in this room, no doubt about that. Terrible zombie RNG. Come on! This movement RNG is unreal! That was really bad. Still before him, but 8 seconds instead of 12? Okay. I'm sure he caught up a lot there. If he had a good couple of rooms there, he got a big catch-up. Nope! Gonna be cautious here and use the mirror method rather than jumping. They're zombies and not mummies? I don't know, Kong. I go back and forth between calling them all sorts of different things. Like these, sometimes I call cactus monsters, sometimes I call them onion monsters. Actually, no, these look different than the ones I called cactus monsters in Desert Palace. Maybe I am consistent in what I call things. Sometimes I call these beetles, sometimes I call them hard hats. I think hard hats is their actual name. They're zombified mummies. Yeah, there we go. What really is the difference between a zombie and a mummy? They're both undead. Not bad, Fire Snake RNG. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, what am I doing? Ugh, very, very unlucky drops. Hopefully this works out okay. Okay, well, at least got through there quickly enough. Alright. Let's see what we could do here. This is going to be a big time separation spot as well. Oh, that miss there was sad. Oh, miss there was sad, too. He could have been dead right now. Yeah, we're going to go an extra, like, 20 seconds on this fight now. Oh! Oh, shoot. Darn it. Darn it. I blew it. I blew it bad. I blew it like an NES cartridge. Still not a terrible Mothula, though. Not as good as I've gotten accustomed to lately, but better than I've been for a long time. I don't... Wow, we've got a lot of time to save here, actually. Yes, they're Gibdos. That's technically true, yeah. Hey there, Kuchik. How's it going? Zombies stuck on white toilet paper, probably. Do I watch Geeks Who Drink? I've never heard of that. Okay, yeah, we're crossing into time loss here. By the way, the here leads the Triforce. Alright. This is still okay. I mean, we're still totally on PV pace. Because remember, the huge amount of time we have to save is in Ganon's Tower. And I'm anticipating a time loss in this segment anyway, since we're running against gold. Need to practice my sword fight against moths. I need to do, like, some Luke Skywalker Jedi training nonsense. Killing a moth with a sword? Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? Oh, I'm... See, this is confusing to me. I would say, do they have this much confusion in golf as well? He's 3 strokes behind. Okay, do you mean he's winning, or he's losing? Behind is in ahead, or behind is in behind? He's had a little bit of bad luck at Moth too, but not as much as me. See, now... I know, it's behind, I'm saying, High Life. I don't know what behind means. It's the behind part that's unclear. I don't know whether being behind is good or bad. Remind me in 10 minutes, pizza. We did both get golds. This is a pizza day. Oh, no! No. He's faster. Okay. So you are using behind the way I thought you were. We can catch up. We've got time to catch up. Yeah, that would be nice, Booze O'Clock. I wish there was an easy way to do that. There is if you go to the Speedruns Live website, you could get a page with both of our streams side by side. What I think would be really cool, and there is no integration in LiveSplit or anything like this, but what would be really cool is if there were a way for our timers to be integrated with each other to, like, notify each other when we got to certain segments. That'd be a cool feature, I think. Alright, things got a little bit in my way behind Bean's butt. Tee-hee. As the tomatoes say, I finally got that. It's like tomatoes. Oh, tomatoes. Got it. Did not need to dash half a tile there. Or bonk there. That was also a bad strategy. Just here for the commentary? Cool, Aswells. Well, I'll give you some good commentary then. If I can. Maybe. We'll try. I'll try to give you some good commentary then. Real J's timer is 5 seconds different. Right, well, because the delays between us will be different. In real time, our timers are perfectly synced, but on Twitch time, you're gonna be... Darn it. That sucked. That's a huge time loss there. I don't know why I decided to dash. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Bonk everything! Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're bonking like crazy. Had messed that room up a few times. Oops! Alright. Bomb jump. I think I set up correctly both times there. Oof, that was really close. Bonking like bunnies. If you know what I'm saying. What's the point of that one penguin room that you can just quickly exit? If you kill all the penguins in that room, it gives you, I think, the compass or the map. Something like that. So you could just kill all of them in the room, but since we don't need that, we just walk in and walk back out again. The reason we have to go in, though, is for that little block in the middle of the room. We have to push the block right, then up, then left in order to get to the top door. Alright, doing pretty well coming into Cold Stare. If we have a good Cold Stare fight, this could be alright. Had a little bit of difficulty in some segments here, so this will undoubtedly be a time loss. But probably not a major one if we have a good Cold Stare fight. Pretty good. I'm mostly happy with that. I am mostly happy with that Cold Stare fight. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm completely happy. I liked it. Makes up for the mediocre Mothula. Got some pretty fortunate movement. The timing on my sword swipes was solid, better than it usually is. Finished a 12-2 co-op. Nice. You're doing very well. Congratulations, Epiphany. He had a bad cold stare fight? Ooh. Well, good. I like keeping things tight. May the way the hero lead to the Triforce. This is going to be a very modest time loss, despite running against gold here. Where are we going now? Swamp Palace, so that means we flute to 4. He was going further away, but the fight brought you back. Awesome. Ooh, I almost turned to go down there. Swamp Palace, for some reason, is really hard for me to go to. Oh, come on. Pick up the rock. Yeah, definitely Aswell's. Hearthstone right after this run. Got the hammer. Bad iteming. Am I any good with computers? Are you asking me, Chino Man? I'm okay. Now is not really a good time for me to provide tech support. But if you wanted to ask your question, somebody in chat might be able to help. Super Mario RPG. It's a fun game, too. Nice dash. Nice dash. Alright, now Swamp Palace is going to be interesting. Nice. I thought that water flea was not going to move into the way, so I stopped the dash earlier than I need to, but then it worked, so that was okay. Excuse me. Nope. Real J types in his chat? I know. There's a huge number of Link to the Past runners that do that. Zelna does it most of the time as well. And that seems just enormously difficult for me. Because you'd have to set your controller down and then pick it back up again. That would terrify me. Maybe they have setups that are more conducive to it, but... Eep. We can ask any kind of tech support question. How much dedicated VRAM do I need? Or... not... Oh, shoot! Oh, come on. Got a little bit wrecked in that room. Room wrecked. Grass cut, now time to weed a bit. Best of luck, Green Lennon. Get those weeds dead. Okay. Swamp Palace mistakes. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea about any of that stuff. Software things I tend to know about computers, or hardware stuff that's, you know, not server-based, I tend to understand. Beyond that. Microsoft support guy trashed your computer and it won't even start. What was the context of this Microsoft support guy getting access to your computer? Did you take it into a repair place or something like that? Badass Paladin deck still only went 6 wins. Drat. I hate when that happens. 6 wins is such a letdown. Oh! Real trolley on the door there. Massive loss of life. I'm assuming I'm going to lose a lot of time here. Not just in my run overall, because very modest time save, but also in comparison to Real J. Who's telling you what to do to uninstall Windows 10? Oh, yeah. I could see how that would mess some things up. God, come on. You just cannot stop losing life here. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky RNG. Yeah, see, Fail Franker, that's what I was testing for. Because there are those people who call and purport to be from, like, Microsoft tech support or something, and have you download viruses or download a backdoor that they could use to access your computer or things like that. So I wanted to make sure it was actually, like, a real helpful person that you went to and not a scam artist. More resources than I need there, but... We've both had a bad swamp. Yeah. Swamp could go poorly, really quickly. I don't know if he uses a swaggy method here on Argus. Argus is getting a ton of huge movements. He got another movement. Darn it. Go away. He got only, like, big movements, it seems. Kind of a slow Argus. Not as bad as it could have been. Not as fast as it could have been, either. I'm anticipating probably a time loss here, but we've only got 2.8 to save, so... Waiting for a call, but it's a 4-hour wait, of course. Swaggy method. Swag being a good thing. Swaggy method kind of sounds like a...
Using the swaggy method.
You were going back to Windows 8.1, and now it won't. Ah, that's sad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's not something I would be able to help you with. Hopefully you'll be able to chat with somebody at Microsoft soon, because that's got to be frustrating. Hey, welcome back, Green Linen. But that's really rough. Thank you. Thank you, Highlife. You preemptively answered my question. Ahead as in, like I'm 3 strokes ahead? Like I'm losing or I'm behind? What? Thank you. So it sounds like he had a really tough swamp then. So if we're focused on winning... That change in the leaderboard is a good thing. Because he's going to start feeling pressure now. He's going to start feeling like he has to catch up. And that's when people make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, they die. In the game. They die in the game. Ooh, quick warp! Oh, no, never mind. I guess it wasn't. Alright. I was pretty sure that was quick warp, but fair enough. Sneezing? I'm sorry, Green Lantern. Well, yeah, I mean, you just came in from mowing and weeding. That makes sense. Swag. Spin. Hey there, time slows down. How's it going? Your Friday's going very well. I really don't need this bomb. Why do I so regularly go for it? Like, every time I go for that bomb and I never need it. It's only a 50-50 chance of it being there. It's not even a good idea to go for it regularly. If it were there 100%, maybe I could justify always getting it. But I cannot justify getting that. And I didn't go back into Hera, so we're already doing much better, Whitestone. Up. Alright, hopefully we get to have full health going into Mire. It all depends on the pterodactyl. But really, don't most things in life depend on the pterodactyl? I mean, Pterodactyl! Whew. Nice. Can never get past 3 wins in Hearthstone, Chino? Yeah, it takes practice. People are getting a lot better, too. I think the skill cap in Hearthstone is going up. Oh yeah, that's a good point. They are in small chests, aren't they? I never thought about that. Alright, I did that room kind of slowly and carefully, but it's only because I forgot how to do it with sword beams. It's been so long since I've been there. And yesterday when I was there with sword beams, I totally screwed it up. So I decided to do that just slow and carefully. No dashing. Dashing makes the timing a lot more specific. I don't know why I dashed there. Due to casual players waiting on the new expansion, that could be it as well, yeah. I'm excited about the fact that I'm thinking ranked play is going to get a little bit easier thanks to the new change. No! Alright. That was, I think, the first time I've ever done that. That was Casting Ether in Misery Mire, brought to you by Confusion. Confusion! What will it do to you? I had a moment where I was like, why do I never boomerang that key? I should boomerang that key. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't press Y right there. Eesh. Oh, man, I hope so, Epiphany. I could use some gold build-up. Alright, our health is looking really good here in Mire. Assuming nothing happens in the next few screens, we're probably not going to have to worry about powdering a fairy. I'll probably still powder the fairy right before Vitreous, though. I might take no damage until then. I'm just not that confident. I'm assuming I'll get hit at some point. Oh. I was really afraid of bonking there for some reason. I don't know why. Floating Watcher against Hunter, night. Well, doesn't it only buff up if you take damage on your own turn? Oh, are you talking about Explosive Trap? Okay, well, I did take damage. I forgot I was definitely taking damage walking over those spikes. Probably didn't need that. Have we killed Illidan a lot of times? I've never killed Illidan. That's really something I want to go back and do. Maybe even the Lich King, but I really want to go kill Illidan in World of Warcraft. I've never done it. Illidan was like one of my favorite characters in Warcraft 3, and is still one of my favorite characters. I think Illidan is awesome. I'd like to see him revisited. As a Hearthstone player, I'm sad his card is so terrible. Did I apply for partner yet? I haven't, Kong, no. I think that's something that's coming. I don't know that we're there quite yet. But that is something that's coming. Hopefully. Oh, that was a bad decision. Decent damage boost, though. Alright, gonna powder this fairy. Beep. I like having full health going into Vitreous. It just makes the fight a lot more comfortable. It means you're not way out of luck if you make a mistake. Oh, shoot! Like that. Alright, a little bit of a slow Vitreous. Things are still looking really good, though. Whew, whew. Killed Lich King in 10-man heroic first guild on your small server to do it. Cool, Whitestone. Congratulations. What was my first job ever? Probably the first job I ever had was in college. I was a tour guide. My first real big person job outside of the college was I worked as an intern, an accounting intern, at this textile company. My first actual job that I enjoyed and really felt good about, I was a teacher for a test prep company, called the Princeton Review. I taught the SAT and the GRE and the LSAT and the MCAT, those kinds of tests. So there's 3 different answers to your question, depending on how I should interpret it. But first ever job, tour guide for my college, and I loved it. And was good at it. Oh, get out of here. Oh, wow. 6 boulders on screen. Even gave me a slowdown there. Wow. What college did I go to? I went to UC San Diego in La Jolla, California. Should try even if they reject the application, they don't mind. Yeah, that's what I've heard all the time. I mean, it would be good, I guess, to apply just to get myself on their radar or whatever, but I don't know. I feel disingenuous if I'm not applying for the first time with the thought of reasonably they could accept me. I don't know that they would accept me yet. Thanks, High Life. 36 seconds ahead is pretty good. Do I think I'll ever learn hookshot quick dashing? I know how to do it, and I've done it before. I just have not incorporated it into the muscle memory of my run yet. There's a lot of things that I'm doing that as I'm doing, I know I'm doing incorrectly. But anytime I try to switch over to what I think is right before I've had a chance to, like, practice it and incorporate it into the run, I screw up. So with the run going pretty well, I don't want to take any risks. I just want to do it the ways I know work. But yeah, one of these days, I'm going to go through and refine techniques dungeon by dungeon. Because I'm ready to really start improving, you know? Stream is better than quite a few people who are partnered just from Hearthstone alone. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I don't like to compare myself to other people, you know. You never know the circumstances that someone may have had around the time they were partnered or whatever. If Twitch's standards have changed, if the stream changed, if they took some time off and came back again. So I don't like to compare myself to others, but as long as I feel like what I'm doing is great and am improving every day, I'm very satisfied. Well, that is the thing, too, Roman, is only one Link to the Past stream. Okay, 1 second. Ugh. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, had a rough chain chomp room, but we actually got through okay. That left one moved straight down and the right one moved right. So it kind of put me in this situation of like, oh shoot, there's really nowhere good for me to go. And I hate that situation, but we recovered pretty well. But that is the thing with Link to the Past, Roman, is there's only actually one, as far as I know, one Link to the Past runner who is partnered, and that's Andy. So I'd love to see more partnered Link to the Past streamers, considering Ocarina of Time has like 8 or something. And Link to the Past is regularly like the 3rd most raced game on SRL. Oh! Shoot. Really bad. Really bad. At least I was able to kill that before I got bunnied. Really bad. I should have just fire rotted it. I don't know why my spin missed. I thought I pulled off the spin correctly. So when there were still 2 left, I just couldn't respond to it fast enough. It's alright. That was just a little big. Going on the big screen, enjoy yourself on my TV in front of 20 people with pizza. Well, now I'm nervous. Because of the pizza. I'm competing with pizza now. Are you kidding me? Wrecked. Assumed everyone was talking about being a partner at a law firm. That also. Yeah, I've not applied for partner at a law firm either. Oh. You know what? I feel like being a little bit safe today. This is a race. You know what you do in races? Safe. You play safe. You play safe. Hey, Isis, welcome back. Thank you so much. Oh, man, my magic is really low, I just noticed. Really low. It's okay. Oh, maybe it isn't okay. Oh, am I not gonna have enough magic? Alright, I wanted to be careful there because I knew if I screwed up and dropped that too early. See, it's gonna cost me some hearts, but I think that's gonna be worth it. Because if I had missed, I'd be out of magic and screwed. Okay, so right now, I can't use the cane to kill the beetle, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it should be alright. Hey, there's EX! This also means I can't powder a fairy. This makes me a little bit nervous. I don't like this situation. Killed the Helm Sword, that's always good news. Now I gotta figure out another way to deal with this beetle. I guess I'll just go down here and slap him off this way. There we go, that's fine. Alright. We're okay. I was very worried about that laser as well, because that laser does 4 hearts of damage, so if I took any damage, we'd be in big trouble. Also can't do this the fast way, because I have no magic. This keeps coming up. Pokey, why? Alright. Remember I was watching a Hearthstone's Funny Moments and I was in it? Oh, cool, yeah! I love that clip, too. That was a fun win. Oh, yeah, but I hate pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple, but I hate pineapple on pizza. Oh, shoot, I thought that was going to kill it. There we go. He's going to get 2 attacks. That's alright. Okay, this could be a little bit tight. I'd prefer him a little bit more to the right. Shoot. Oh, don't kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, bad Trinex. Bad Trinex. That's alright, though. Bad Trinex, but it was a decent Turtle Rock overall. We will probably lose a little bit of time. Just a little bit, though. Sub 132 or I'll go to sleep. If I were going to Ganon right now, I could probably pull that off. Now it's time to save time, yeah. Now we get to run up against the split where we actually have a lot of time to save. 7-3 in Arena with Warrior. Congratulations, ZX. You love pineapple on pizza? The problem I have with pineapple on pizza is this. The pineapple juice in the cheese, to me, gives the cheese a little bit of a sourness that makes the cheese taste spoiled to me. That's the only problem I have with pineapple on pizza. What do I spin dash right before I get the crystal? 2 reasons. 1, it saves 1 frame, or effectively 1/60th of a second, because it skips a little bit of a lag. And 2, it looks cool. Mostly the looks cool. The frame save is just kind of an excuse. Oh, thank you so much for the tip, Green Linen. I really appreciate that. I'll read your comment in one moment, or perhaps after this run. But very kind of you. Green Linen Shirt, thank you very much for the tip. Hey, thanks, Fail Franker. And I broadcast in a relatively low bitrate, too. So that's cool to hear. Nice answer, thank you. I rehearse. Get out of here, get out of here. Maybe I should do this the safer way. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, I should have done it the safer way. The problem is, since I've messed that trick up a few times lately, I'm paranoid about messing it up again. So I'm always a little bit afraid. Did I get my 3DS yet? Oh, darn it. Darn it. That's like a... Wow, come on. That's like a 5-second time loss in this room, and this room looks so cool when you do it right. Oh, well. I do already have a 3DS Chino Man yet. As far as a capture device for it, no. I'd love to get one, though. Just need a banana on Ganon. I need a little bit more than that on Ganon. Need a banana and a miracle. Which is the title of my new milkshake that I'm coming out with. Banana and a miracle. It's really tasty. Oh, don't bonk! Don't bonk. When did I start hookshotting in the last warp room? Relatively recently. I got the timing down finally. Turn. Oh, I shot too many. Oh, shoot, he jumped over me. No, he jumped over me again. No, Armos, why? Why? It was going to be an okay Armos. Not a good one. I can't say good, but it was going to be an okay Armos. Oh, why? Oh, well. Hey there, Simcopter. How's it going? Nice to see you. We are racing now. Fellow speedrunner by the name of Real Jayhawk. He's very good, and we are very tied right now. We've been within about 20 seconds of each other the entire game. And we are now in the hardest section of the game. Oh! No! No! I want that. Oh! Damage boost. Somewhat intentional damage boost. Alright, do I need the safety fairy? Oh, man, taking that hit there kind of makes me think so. Do I want the safety fairy? Do I want the safety fairy? Do I want the safety fairy? Oh, no, I don't. I don't. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. It just costs so much time to go for. I can't do it. Oh! I'll get that heart. Safety heart, yes. Safety fairy, no. Nice. Got shot at the end there, which wasn't as nice, but the rest of it was pretty good. Oh, bad movement, bad movement, bad movement. Stop moving left! There you go. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Oh, good, 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 good. Go, 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 go! Go! Oh, no! There we go. Oh, I'm so nervous. Good movement on the skeleton, good movement on the horse head. Bad fireball shot. No, stop shooting me. Okay, I'm gonna powder this fairy. I'm not gonna be ridiculous about it. Unfortunate fairy movement. I think this is gonna be a bad spawn. It was. I'm not strictly sure why that is a bad thing for them to spawn all together, though. I feel like it makes it easier to hit two at once with your first spin. Because that was a 2-cycle land mow, which is pretty much as you could hope for. Hey there, Rocky. How's it going? We are doing really well in Ganon's Tower right now. I don't want to throw it away. But this is a very close race. Switch over to the lamp. Good. Good. Oh! I'm so nervous. Good. Don't need the bomb. Alright, good Moldorm and good Aga 2. And then a good Ganon. And we'll be done. Oh man, this is so intimidating though. Do not need to powder that fairy. Save a little bit of time doing that. Switch to hook shot. Here we go. Moldorm 2. Be kind. Be kind. Oh! I did that to myself. That actually could lose me both PB and the race. Very unfortunate fall there. Real J taking risks? Wonder if they're paying off. Yeah, reset. We're done. Fall to Moldorm? Nah, we're done. Alright, final 2 bosses of the game. Here they come! Oh, bad lineup. 2 hits, though. Ah, 1. That's okay. Awkward lineup. 1. That's fine. As long as I get 1, I'm a little bit happy. Another bad lineup. Darn it. Oh, come on, Aga. Give me an energy ball. Thank you. Real J might have a better Aga than me. And we're not going to save nearly as much time as we could have, but we're going to save a lot of it. Wow, without that Moldorm fall, this genuinely could have been a gold Ganon's Tower. No, maybe not. I forgot how long this flight takes. Yeah, that wouldn't have been gold. Even without the fall. But without the fall, we would have been a lot closer. This could be a new personal best. I don't know which one of us has a better Ganon. I have no idea damage-wise where he is. Oh, shoot! Oh, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Oh, shoot! Oh, man, I one-cycled his first 2 phases. That's excellent. Whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Now, no teleport trolling, please, Ganon. No teleport trolling, please. Ganon, please. Ganon, please. He died? Oh, no! On who? He died on Ganon? He has a fairy, I'm pretty sure. And I might die, too. Torch glitch is also very important here. Got it. 1. 2. Bad time to lamp there. Yeah, missed a whole damage. A whole 1 damage. Fairy res? Yeah, that is going to cost him some time, though. But I could also die. I've only got 2 hearts. Or even something worse, like fall off. Hopefully not. Get out of here. Alright, I think he would be dead now if I didn't miss that 1 hit. Where is he? Alright. Looks like this will be a new personal best. Very close to sub 135. I don't know if we're going to get sub 135, though. No, we aren't. Oh, man. But this is going to be a monster PB. That is a monster new personal best. So close to 135. And we finished within 4 seconds of each other. Whoa! That was so close. Not only did we get a new personal best by 52 seconds, which I believe this means Real J also got a new personal best of probably roughly the same amount of time. But we also finished within 4 seconds of each other. My final time, at least according to SRL, being 1:35:04. Real J's final time being 1:35:08. That was so close. Close race. Brand new personal best. That was awesome. Oh, now I'm going to have to run against this. Oh, no. I'm going to have to run against that gold 0 blue ball Agahnim. I'm going to have to run against that Ganon fight, a 1-cycle phase 1 and 2 Ganon fight. On the plus side, I'm going to also have to run against that Skull Woods and Ice Palace and Turtle Rock and Desert. Oh, man, that's super exciting. GG. Thank you so much, Sim. Thanks, TM. Thanks, Green Linen. Celestria, Dark Magician, Pig, High Life, Nutty, Roman, Chino, Mr. Grunge, Isis, Rocky, Duswat, CX, Z-Deli, Mac, Time Slows Down. Guys, thank you so much. High Life, Knowledge, Baby Beans, Glitch, Red Knight, KZ, Epiphany. Thank you guys so much. Whitestone, Dark Magician. You guys are the best. To Blur, Branding Iron. Thank you guys so much. Huge PB. I cannot believe how close we finished. Wow. Milk, even more time from Ganon's Tower? Yeah. We've got another, like, 40 seconds still in Ganon's Tower. So close to sub 135. And the good news about it, too, we've also got this run recorded, so I can finally have video documentation. I just remembered, Green Linen says $2 for the 2-minute time save in Ganon's Tower. Thank you so much again, Green Linen, for that tip. Very kind. Easy sub 135 if you didn't fall. Oh, Dark Magician, I totally forgot about that Moldorm fall. Oh, man. This is the first time you've seen someone beat their PB? Really, Time Slows Down? Hopefully it was all you were hoping for. Very exciting. He could have also gotten sub 135 if he didn't die at Ganon? Yeah. I heard you died to Ganon. I fell to Moldorm 2. Both were right there for sub 135. So close. Yeah, we're gonna let the credits roll out, because that is just, it's the standard speedrunner thing you gotta do. You gotta let the credits play, especially in a personal best run. So we'll enjoy these final moments where the game congratulates us for a job well done. This sometimes feels a little bit tongue-in-cheek when you're a speedrunner, because when it's like, yay, you beat the game, it's a little bit like, yeah, but I did it 10 minutes slower than I usually do. So it's like, yay, you get a sucker! It's like, shut up, shut up, shut up, I don't want my gold star. Mrs. Woods, I don't want my gold star. But when you actually get a new personal best, this feels good. And yeah, we did get Bottle and Net Pig. Didn't end up needing it at all. But I probably would have died in that Ganon fight if I didn't get Bottle and Net. We were down to 2 hearts. I would have been just too nervous. Healthier to focus in a 52-second PP, it's true. Oh, and A-Pod with the tip as well. A-Pod Sweden, thank you so much with the tip. You're so totally awesome, and I love to hang out with you in the chat. Congrats to the new PB hype and love. Thank you so much. That's really very kind of you. I appreciate that. A-Pod, Green Linen, thank you guys so much. Very sweet. How much time does Bottle and Net take? For my runs, it seems to take about 40 seconds. Also, in Meyer, you took it slow in that room and still PB'd. Yeah, well, I mean, not slow so much as safe. It was slower than running that room ideally, but faster than trying to run it ideally and making a mistake. Oh, yeah, no, Dark Magician, I totally got it. I had just forgotten about that fall for a moment. So it was like, oh, yeah, that's how easy it would have been. Also, with 135.02, one fewer teleport from Ganon, that would have done it. You know, probably one bonk less. Or what room was it in where I said, oh, the fire snake room where I accidentally grabbed onto the wall instead of turning and bonking off the wall. Whew. 40 seconds isn't too bad for the safety it grants you. I agree completely, Whitestone. Same thing with, like, Sankheart. Sankheart costs time to get, but for as much as it gives you for the entire run, I feel like it's worth it. Here's how I PB next run. Go fast. Thanks, KZ. Oh, to Blur as well. Thank you so much for the tip. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate so much just you guys being here, sharing in, you know, not just these awesome wins, also the losses as well. I appreciate that so much. And for those of you who decide to go the extra mile to support this stream's continued existence too, it's very kind. Thank you very much. I love celebrating these wins with you guys. You now have permission to cry beating your PB so much and having a great run. Yeah, I know. It's like, at what point you get the big personal best and you're like, yes! Now here's all the things I should have done better. I should have not bonked in this room. I should have not fallen to Moldorm. I should have... Oh, that's definitely coming, Whitestone. For sure. Alright, Roman. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Have a good one. Can't appreciate victory without experiencing loss. It's true. And how many deaths do we have? Why? 0? 0? 0. 0. 0. I believe 0. More zeros. Good stuff. Oh, and to Blur, your comment just finally came through. Sometimes Notepad is a little bit slow here. Your stream is awesome, as always. Grats, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And the Master Sword sleeps again. Forever.